overall, I would say that Idana session was a fantastic experience. I learned a lot, I had a bunch of great food, and truthfully, I kind of want to do it again, just because getting the chance to talk to different people about what their perspective was extremely eye-opening, and I hope I get the chance to do it with other people in my work group. So what we had that session, it was jollof rice, fried plantain stew, and Urbana vegetable stew. And that was delicious. It was like flavors were just exploding in my mouth, and I'd never had anything like it. Being Colombian, I eat different types of Colombian food, any food from South America, but Nigerian food, that was my first time trying it, and it was truly amazing. But even more than that, it was actually the experience that I'd gotten from it. Going into it, I didn't really know what to expect. I knew it would be a lot of cultural learning and understanding, but again, it was just kind of going in blind and hoping for the best. But again, it was one of the greatest experiences I've ever had. What I really actually liked most about it was the speaker. Her name was Emmy. She was talking about her experience growing up as a child and how she struggled to fit in, because she came from a lot of different backgrounds, and everyone was telling her that she had to be this way, or that she wasn't enough of this to identify as herself as this. Now, growing up, I never actually had that problem, but just hearing it firsthand from her really helped me understand that this is something that a lot of other people struggle with, not necessarily even minorities, but just kids in general that are growing up, and it's just something that isn't really properly taught either in school or by your parents, because this kind of topic, whether it be fitting in or understanding your culture, other people's cultures, is difficult to explain. One of the most interesting things that I actually learned from that session was how difficult it was for people to talk about the topic. Again, this isn't something that's taught to you when you're growing up, so expressing your beliefs can be really troubling. And what I learned that limits people the most is that they're afraid to step on other people's shoes because they don't know what to say. The Idana session definitely changed how I interact, not just in my professional life, but also my social life. Growing up, a lot of what I would say when taken out of context, or even in context, to be honest, was just very rude and immature. And Idana made me think about things differently, and definitely made me understand that I have to change the way that I act in the workforce. It has changed the way I interact with my team. All of my team are minorities, from Asia, India, and I myself am Hispanic. For us growing up, our culture wasn't that important to us, but this experience definitely made us talk about it and made us realize that in a lot of ways that we hadn't noticed, it actually was a big part of our lives, not just the food, but the way that, we interact with our parents and what we do in our daily lives. The way I would compare Idana to other team building exercises is truthfully much better and much longer lasting. Now, a lot of common team building exercises are things like, company getaways where you play a bunch of games and physical activities, and they're supposed to teach teamwork. But that's generally something that I've noticed is somewhat short term, because they never teach you to talk to your coworkers, to your peers, and to actually understand them. So Idana is a wildly different team building exercise, and one that I would highly recommend over anything else.